um, there's a trap of just making good music, right? So what's the trap of just making good music? Well, back in the day, you tried to just make your music as best as you possibly could. And then you get noticed by some kind of label or some kind of other artist that could give you a cosign. That is not necessarily the case nowadays. Nowadays, you have to already have an audience going on. You already have to have numbers. So you could go to a label or approach any kind of sponsors or any kind of people who can fund your project, right? For them to feel like they could get an ROI, a proper ROI on your particular project, right? So because of those situations that are in the music industry nowadays, we have to go ahead and start creating a community almost, is what I've started to do as well, which is make this kind of content where I'm talking about artist issues that we go through and everything. And then, some fans can get an insight into how I usually think about stuff, right? How I usually work on my projects, what my work ethic is like, right? So this is something that I think is important these days, is that you need to create additional content that could go along with your music so that your fans can connect to you better. So the second point I wanted to point out is that, you have to start wearing different hats as well, right? So think about it